I do have a bone to pick. Um, I have an MC license and a forklift license. I want to work. I'm applying for jobs, but everywhere I go, they contradict themselves. They're so judgmental, and I'm not playing your game anymore. Don't judge me and expect me to just go, "Oh yeah, no worries." No, God is not letting me put up with it anymore. He said, "You are mine, and you will not bow." If I say it's wrong, you will do as I say, and I'm doing what God is telling me. Now, when you get pulled over, right, from the coppers, how many forms of ID do you have to give them? One. Now, why is it when you go to a workplace they want more? When a police person, right, who is overranking any law of any business, right, that's his job. Give me your license. I've pulled you over for a random breath test, whatever they're doing. You give him your license, right? You don't give him your passport, then your birth certificate, and everything to go, oh, this is for 100% of proof of my identification to a copper who's pulling you over to get your ID, which your ID is the most. They go to their computer and go, "Dit-dit-dit-dit-dit-dit-dit-dit-dit," and that'll pull up everything they need to know about you. So when they go, oh, we need it for a cop search. Really? All you need is your ID, is your license. So what's all the other shit? No, it's crap. That's what it is. It's overuse. Your car license is your best proof of identification, and then your passport. So, and then I've got like I gave them my identification card, my forklift license, and my veteran. You can't get a veteran's card unless you've been in the army. You can't get one. The identification card, you can't get it. The number, nothing. You could try, but you can't. It's all in a system of how many numbers. Like thousands, millions. How many people are in the Australian Army? Everyone gets a veteran's card, and they're all numbered, labelled. You can't get it. Oh, well, can you get your? I just like feel like throwing something and going, "You are really that stupid." No, I'm not playing your game. Not by seer. Stupidity. And I told him, "You're kids. I'm not playing your kids' games. I gave you the best proof of identification, which is my license, and then I gave you a forklift ticket, my forklift license, and then I gave you my veterans card. Then I gave you my passport. Like, how much more do you need?" Like, I nearly wanted to take my clothes off and go, "Here, are you this ridiculous?" Oh, but we no overuse, overstep. I'm not playing your games. The coppers come the other day and think I'm a lunatic because I believe in Jesus. I'm not playing your games. If there's someone out there, I've got a forklift ticket and I've got an MC license. I believe in God. You got a problem with someone who believes in God? I don't drink. Do I smoke weed? Yes, at home. By myself, like you drink at home. But guess what? I get up in the morning and go to the gym. Do you? Oh, poison. Yeah. I don't smoke and drive. It's against the law? Oh, you obey the law? Yes. Yes, I obey the law. Just because I smoke doesn't mean I don't obey the law. It's the stupidest thing you people have ever come just because people smoke. You drink? Yeah, I smoke. Different. It just stays in your bloodstream a lot longer. 3 months it stays in because it's THC, right? You already have THC in your system. You have a little amount already. It doesn't make you dumb. It's only if you really smoke so stupidly, if you're an idiot. It's like people who, it's like, I don't do the other drugs, so I couldn't understand what they do because I only smoke weed. Yeah, it's funny, eh? I'm like my favorite artist, Tupac. Tupac only smoked weed, like me, just smoke weed. I'm not like Eminem doing mushrooms and pills and all that shit. No, I'm a Tupac fan. See what he used to say? I only smoke weed. You smoked crack before, didn't you? Yeah, I'm not Tupac. Only weed. Didn't like. I tried Eckies once and it gave me a headache, and I was like, I'm not doing that. It's crap. And weed's fine. It just mellows you out, relaxes you. Unless you overthink it and you think it takes away God from me? No, I pray to the Father on it. And we have full, and it makes me more. peaceful, more free. It's not a hippie thing. It's so stupid. Oh no, I don't see rainbows and pretty snakes and shit. No, I see normal shit. Like I'm watching the cricket right now. Heads batting with Kawaja. See, weed doesn't make you that dumb. Oh look, there's a cross in the background. How did that? Weed, did it make it look any different? No. I don't know what is it with using weed. What is it? Is this just a criminal thing? Is this just a use want to control? That's what it sounds like it is. It just sounds like control. I don't hurt anybody, and everyone knows me that I'm a really, really nice man. So what's your problem? What is your problem? It's control, isn't it? You are a bunch of controllers. And you just want to make laws up and say, oh, it's this and that. Go ask a doctor about weed. I bet you he'll tell you it's pretty harmless. Yeah, go ask him. Go ask him precisely. Tell him to tell the truth about weed. I guarantee you they won't. Because they'll go, here, pay a bit of money and hush, 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 hush. Did you know the amount of people I know who smoke weed who are scientists and go, yeah, it's pretty good for you. And it actually helps. It stops cancer build up and all. Yeah, you'll see that most people who smoke weed don't get cancer. Shocker, eh? Shocker. That's a shocker, isn't it? It's a shocker. It shocks a lot of people. Look at Snoop Dogg. They try to say he had cancer. He still smokes like a chimney and still walks around like a homie G. Like, come on, man. Like, how many people smoke weed? Rogan. And they tried to get him to say, oh, yeah, weeds, this, that. And he's like, yeah, it has some things, but I'll still smoke. But he's also done mushrooms and all other shit too. Don't forget some of these people, like, you got weed, this, weed, that. And then you look at what they've done. They've also done acid and mushrooms and pills. And I've never done any. I've done like ecstasy once, and I hated it. I don't go. He hated it because it kept me up. And I was like, why would I want to take this for? Keeps me up. No, thank you. I like my sleep. I like resting because it's good for your body. Don't ketamine? No, none of them would like, it was like, no, not interested. Sorry. I don't even know how people get addicted to it. Like, but I've never done ice because I've seen how people act on it. And I was like, hey, no. All you have to do is look at people when they take it and go, that's not a drug I want to take. Alcohol. I look at people when they're on alcohol and I'm like, you watch what people do. So the people who have one or two and then go home, good. The people who sit there and have about 20 million, no, I don't want to be around them. They normally, after about 6, 7, this is men, start to change. Women, 2, 3. Yeah, you women, you can't drink. Don't tell me you can drink. You can't. I'm a big guy. I can sit there and drink all night with people if I wanted to, but I don't like it because it's not good for your body. It's bad for your body because alcohol's got poison in it. So yeah, I've got an MC license and a forklift license. I live in Brassel. I'll work. I'll work as long as you want. Just 24 hours. I obey the law. I don't break it. Breath test me, whatever you want to do, every morning. You know, I love God. I love doing the right thing. Yous are the ones who made a law against weed, not God. God said drunkard, not pothead. So I've read that book from back to front and it has got nothing about smoking weed. Maybe about substance abuse. Weed's not a substance, it's a flower that you don't put chemicals with. You don't put anything with it. You just chop it up and smoke it. It's like tobacco, but tobacco's worse because tobacco, yeah. That's why I look. You can have your opinion on weed, but I've smoked it that long. I couldn't when I was in the army because they have their rules. So, and I wanted to join. I wanted to see what it was like. So before the army, I quit weed for so long. I quit weed for like 10 years or something. Yeah, so I could get in the army. And now, as soon as I got out, I was like, nah, you can kiss my ass. These are all alcos. and alcohol kills way more people, cause more damage. So nah, I'm smoking weed, and if you don't like it, get stuffed. I mean, you can't make a law on something that is harmless compared to something that kills people. Like it's such BS, man. And you look at it and you go, oh well, nah, it's just control. It's like communism. It's like authoritarian shit. You've made laws on it, and then you're going to try and say, oh, I can't do it. Really? What does that sound like? Telling me what I can and can't do. Somebody please say it before I say it. You're telling me what I can and can't do with no health proof or fact on it. I have spoken to so many, and I go onto so many channels of people who smoke weed, who are scientists, doctors. So what's the go here? Who's the one who made a law on it when there's no health fact to say it's bad? You just make it up. There's people still smoking weed and they're like 70, 80. No problems. No problems. Their brain functions. They talk properly. I don't think you know the people who get, what is it, where they forget stuff. What do they call that? Come on. What's the word? Amnesia? It's sort of like amnesia, right? You forget things, you can't remember. People who don't smoke weed, you know why they don't? Because it slows the brain down, slows the blood down. So it's not pumping at a million miles an hour, so your heart's not going. Yeah, your heart going that fast is not that good. You got to slow it down, so your body's calm, so it's not freaking out. It's not in protection mode. You're looking after it. You're taking care of it, so it takes care of yourself. The amount of people I know who smoke weed are still alive and they're old as hell and they still talk normal, and you just try and make a law on it, and then you got some old grandpa that comes in, oh, weed's bad, and I'm just sitting there going, sounds like a guy who's never smoked weed in his life. And all the people who were listening to him were high as hell listening to this guy trash weed. They're all sitting there just pissing themselves laughing, probably playing video games, probably cooking food, like playing video games, cooking food, like all these things you think we can't do when you're high. You know, so that's just crap, man. You just want to control. So I don't care, man. You can do whatever you want about someone smoking weed. And I go to the gym all the time. Love it. And I don't smoke weed unless I've got nothing to do. If I don't do anything, I don't smoke weed. Yep. Like you drink, I'm smoking weed. But if I got to do things, I can't, and I got to drive. It's like, well, I can't smoke weed. I got to drive. I got to drive. Can't smoke weed. See, responsibility. So you used to think because people smoke weed, oh, I'm gonna just jump in the car off my face. Nope. Not with these lunatics outside. You're kidding yourself. Get high, jump in the car, and freak out on all you morons on the road who don't know the 2-second rule. Don't know that tailgating is against the law. Don't know how to show love on the road. Don't give space, and don't know how to have like everything is an attitude. If someone's having fun on the road, like a guy today, I'm like mucking around and stuff, and he's like out the window. I'm just like, yeah, no worries, dude. Love you too, man. Like I'm enjoying myself when I'm in the car. The music's up, I'm singing along, and I'm like dancing on the like. I'm safe in that. I'm keeping distance. I know the spacing and everything. I'm just and then people because they're having a cranky day. It's like, God damn it, man. But just do like the other thing that annoys me. But like even when you're having fun, you got people doing 60 and 80 zones or 80 and 100 zones, and it's sunny. Sunny. If it's raining, I can understand, but when it's in the middle of the day and like you're seeing semis and B doubles overtake cars, you're like, what's your excuse? Like you're getting overtaken by your B doubles. They got weight and they're passing you like you're standing still. You might want to reconsider and go back and do your license again. I'm not trying to be smart on you, but Dad might be. You might have some issues. Like everybody today, just every car. I'm just like I'm watching trucks go past, and I'm like, what are you doing? I get around these cars, and it's nothing, and I'm like, okay, what are you doing? And these two trucks, I bet you they were going off their heads, going, "What are you doing, Rock? And you're in a car." You're like they wouldn't be going. They're just going, whatever. Just another day. Drive behind morons. Like the truckies who've been doing it for years must just go, yeah, just another day, another day, another day. Behind a car doing like 60 and an 80s. And oh, yeah, no worries, Carl. You're struggling doing it hard. No worries. No, I feel for truckies, man. Every time I'm out there, I'm just like, oh, I hate driving today. Like, especially in peak hour, man. Truckies most like it's like, oh, let's see what car's been a retard today. And he's all, it's probably a truckie. No, when you're in a truck, you're looking so far ahead of you to make sure you're in the right position. Like, that's what they teach you. When you're driving a truck, you're not just looking in front of you, you're looking at everything because you've got to be ready for everything because you're in defensive mode, the whole when you're driving because you're driving a massive vehicle. So you're in your defensive driving. You have to be. You have to defensive drive in a truck. It's a big vehicle. If someone stuffs up in front of you, you got to be ready. Because if you're not, you could cause more damage than that one little stuff up that car's done or whatever it is. You could really do some damage. You know, because that's the one thing when I first got my truck license, I tell every instructor, go, dude, I don't want to kill people. Teach me how not to kill people. I want to be safe on the road. But so the first thing I said, I just want to not kill people. I don't care. I just don't want to kill anybody. Teach me how not to kill people. And yeah, don't, but always never be a smart ass, never be up my ass. All I just say is because that's the instructor. He's the instructor. He's meant to know it. So you tell him, go, dude, I don't want to kill anybody. Teach me how not to kill anybody. Because I think a lot of people have that problem. They get in there, I know how to do this. And it's like, that's a licensed instructor. He knows more than you. So just let him do his thing. You know, that's, yeah. You always got to listen to the instructor. Just, yeah, okay, do it, dang, bang, done. Then it's your turn to make sure you're safe on the road. First thing you should thinking about when you get in your car is to be safe yourself and around every other driver. It's like some people don't even think that. Like when you're thinking like, oh, that car, that car, that car, that car. And one thing I've noticed, people going into a lane before indicating. You're meant to indicate before you move. You're indicating to let every other motorist know what you are doing before you do it. Instead of going, do it, then indicate. No. I see so many people do it. They'll go to leave a highway, they will brake, indicate. No, brake first. No, indicate first. Indicate. Let people know where you're going and what you're doing. Don't just brake. Oh, what the hell? What are you doing? Indicate. Let people know what you are doing. When people are sitting there going, what's this person doing? What's this person? Because we don't know what you're doing. Always initiate what you are doing before you're doing it. If you're going left, put your indicator on. If you're going right, put your indicator on. I'm like you're looking. I'm looking. Indicate. Then when it's safe to do so, over you go. You don't just go over and then indicate. You got indicate first. And indicating out of roundabouts, going straight through and indicating right. Are you going right? Are you when you're going straight through? No, you don't indicate at all. You go to the roundabout, you get through the roundabout, and as you're going to leave the roundabout, you indicate out of the roundabout. It's in the driving manual. You're going straight. Why are you indicating right? What are you telling everyone you're going right? Are you? So a person who's going straight through and is in the furthest lane thinks you're going right. So they go through and you're going straight, bang, because you indicated to go right. You don't indicate to go right when you're going straight through. How many people do that? That's fault wrong. That's an accident waiting to happen. The only people who really let people know they're going to indicate is trucks. They let people know they're taking up the whole roundabout, especially big doubles. I'm indicating left because I'm going over this way, and then I'm indicating this way because I'm going around. Or I'm indicating right because I'm going to go over, and then I'm indicating left because I'm bringing the truck right around. And that's why they got do not overtake turning vehicle. That's why it's got a big, stupid sign at the back for idiots going, I'm about to turn. Do not come up here. Look at the car. What happens to a car if it comes up here? Bangy. I know it's a silly thing to say, but man, you see so many people. The truck goes right over to the far lane because he's got to turn. He's got to turn. He's got to make the turn. And a car comes inside. You're just like, do you not have eyes, car? Do you not see how big that vehicle is and it has to turn? Do you not see that? Oh. So, anyway, yeah, Queenslanders, man, you just have to go to Sydney and Melbourne to learn how to drive. I thought Melbourne was bad. Nah, Brisbane's worse. Like, not doing the speed limit, braking for no reason, not keeping the safe distance. Like, you will notice when you go to places like Sydney, they keep the 2-second rule. The reason is because it makes the traffic go faster. You're keeping it like you're keeping it go bang, 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 bang. And that's what's so fast in Sydney. You don't muck around in Sydney, you'll be the one causing the accident because you don't know how to drive. Sydney are our best drivers. I've been there. I haven't been to Perth yet, but Sydney are the best drivers. Better than everybody in Australia. Like, we're pretty bad. Australians are probably the worst drivers. But yeah, Sydney's probably our best. They can drive, man. Yeah, that's that. Foot flat, boom, go. You hardly ever have an accident because everybody's keeping the gap and the traffic is flowing. You got to learn that in Sydney. Like, I mean, in Brisbane, I don't know what it is. Give way signs. They're not stop signs. What are you doing? Like, there's one up here at the top of my house street. You come out, it's a give way sign, and it goes onto the highway. When you're coming onto the highway, why are you not looking over your shoulder to look at the traffic to see if you can keep with the flow of traffic? Why are you not looking over your shoulder to see the traffic? I see people just looking straight forward and then they stop at the give way sign. No, it's a give way sign. If it was a stop sign, yes, but it's a give way sign saying give way to traffic. If it's safe to do so, proceed. You'd be looking at the traffic to make sure you don't have to stop everyone behind you and you can keep the flow of traffic going. I see so many people going up to give way signs, not even looking at the other traffic. You're meant to be looking at all vehicles. What if a car loses it and you're not looking over the shoulder and you see it coming, or like, and you can tromp it, you can tromp the accelerator to miss the accident. You know, there's just things of why you should be looking, why you should be observing when you're driving. So many things can happen in the blink of an eye, so you got to be ready for them. You got to be switched on, like a puncher. If you're not aware of a puncher and you're just flying along and you have a puncher and you don't know what you're doing, you can roll it. Depending on where the puncher hits, if it's the front and you oversteer, like even in a truck, it's worse. Yeah, you don't know that. Like some of the rollovers could be from punches. Just bang, just oversteering them. You know, so yeah, I just think Queenslanders have got to be bit more space, man. Bit more space. It's 2 seconds. 1001, 2002, and that's the space. And that's also when you stopped at lights. You know why that is? In case someone breaks down, so you can drive around them. Just leaving that space so you can. Oh, they're broken down. You can either get out and help them, or you can drive around them. You know, just more courteous, man. Being more courteous on the road is a lot better than not. By not being courteous, we're going to have a lot more traffic jams and a lot more accidents and a lot more rage. Yeah, and so I am looking for work, but I'm just like every time I go to somewhere, they ask for all these things, and they're just basically accusing you of being a criminal and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not taking this, man. I'm a Christian, man. You just like straight out spraying me with all this crap, like just basically saying, unless you've got this, you're a criminal. No, I'm not a criminal. Oh, but no, you are making everybody look like they're a criminal with that type of behaviour. That's criminal in itself. I come to look for a job and you're making me out like I'm a criminal after I just got out of the ADF. What is the ADF? Some criminal organisation, is it? Oh, no. Do you know you get security checks before you go in the army? Like the amount of security checks you have to go through to get in the army is unbelievable. And then I go to a job in civilian world and they're like, oh, just supposed to get naked. That's basically what you're saying, get naked. Here, we'll shove out some gloves up your bum. Like, man, people are getting so nosy. So nosy. I'm born in this country. That's all you need to know is I'm born in this country, that my family is basically a part of the bloodline of most people who like the Anzacs. So making me like I'm a convict. Okay, I'm a convict. Who are you? The British Empire? Is that who you are? Okay, I'm the convicts. I'll go hang out with my Indigenous brothers and we'll try and overthrow the British Empire again. How does that sound? Oh, no, yeah. Because these are all the people that go, oh, we're down with the Indigenous people. While you're treating me like we're doing all this shit that the British Empire come up with. Maybe the convicts and the Indigenous have to rise again and overthrow you. Yeah, I know a bit of history. Yeah, it wasn't not every single white person was against Indigenous people. No, the convicts were with the Indigenous people. It was like grained into us growing up. And you ever think you're not the racist one? You're the convict, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm just a freaking kid. Mum dresses me up in convict bloody things and sends me to school and go, Mum, what's this? Like, you're a convict. I'm like, oh, thanks, Mum. Whatever that means. And then you get older and you figure out what the convicts were. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. Most of them got scurvy and died and were beaten and whipped, treated exactly the same as the Indigenous people. I'm like, oh yeah. And that's where you got it. That's why I don't blame the Indigenous for being pissed off. Like when you get told what they did to the Indigenous and the convicts, you're like, yeah, I'd be pissed off too. Like they weren't very nice. And that's why you know there's certain people who grow up with the Indigenous and the people who don't. Like the ones in the government, oh, Indigenous this, Indigenous that. They were the ones who were beating the Indigenous, while they're blaming us for the ones. They're saying that we're the ones who hate the Indigenous, when we're the ones hanging out with the Indigenous. And it's like they're doing the same thing. Like back when the convicts and the Indigenous were together, right? The British Empire was the one enslaving them, beating them, and smashing them and shit. And they're like, it's the white man's fault. I'm like, you're beating us the same as you're beating them, you asshole. Don't be blaming us, you pommy bastard. You know, like the first convicts, they were pommies, but yeah, they were treated just as bad as Indigenous. Just as bad, man. In chains, had to work. Most of them died from scurvy. Like, yeah, you have to read up on the shit, man. Like, of course you feel bad for the Indigenous. If you know the history, man, like, a lot of shit happened. Like, yeah, they were fighting each other, but when the British came, yeah, I reckon the Indigenous saw what they were doing to the convicts and went, we're going to have to fight for our lives because, you see what they're doing to the convicts? Yeah, they don't look good. Yeah, they must have seen that. Convicts getting off in chains, walking, road. And the Indigenous would have been throwing spears, boomerangs, F off, you British bastard. Then they would have got them and put them in the same thing as the convicts. What are you talking? Convicts. You did know that they had convicts. They brought heaps of convicts with them. A lot of them died, right? And they were the first slaves. Then they used the Indigenous with the convicts as slaves. Like, have to know the history. It was pretty messed up. Yeah, They were fighting each other, yes. Indigenous were fighting each other. But the Empire came and they showed them how strong they were. Like, I've said a lot of shit about, of course they would have been throwing spears at them. I would. But the British just had guns and they were stronger. British had the cannons and the guns. But they also had convicts, slaves that they had to bring with them. It's like they weren't Christian. Okay, they might have followed the Bible and that. They weren't Christians, man. The true Christians are like missionaries, not captains of boats, not soldiers with guns. They're missionaries. And some of the missionaries did the wrong thing, like the missionaries who went to Africa, done the wrong thing. You don't go to Africa and enslave their people. No, you go to Africa. You already know who God is. Okay, we don't need to explain who God is with you. That's what they had to do. That's what they should have done when they went to Africa. Went there and gone, we've got God. Oh, you already know who Jesus is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's all they had to do when they went to Africa. Oh, you already know who Jesus is. Okay, we'll go there. But no, they had to enslave them and go and read the history, man. Like, it's embarrassing, man, what humans did to each other. Embarrassing. Like but you can't, like, a lot of them you can't say because it wasn't all of Africa. Like, you had Egypt, right, who enslaved the Middle Eastern Jews, or whatever they were at the time, Hebrews, whatever, enslaved them, right? But then in the 7th century, the Arabs went in there and conquered the Africans and then said they were the Egyptians. They're not Egyptians. Egyptians are Africans. You could tell by the paintings and everything on the walls. You're like, that's not an Arab, dude. Oh, we're Egyptian. And I'm like, dude, that's a black person, dude. You're not black. You're brown. That's a black person. Look at the lips. Look at the nose. Yeah, that's a black person. You liar. Like, don't chop like, oh, you white people. Yeah. That's not a Middle Eastern dude. That's a black African dude. They must have been there before yous. Like it's like the Indigenous, like the Aboriginals were the first people in Australia. It's just like you can't just go, no, we were the first ones here. Like, no, the carvings say different. So when you go to Africa, you look at Egypt and you go, yeah, Arabs, you weren't the first people here. Like, that's a black person. That's an African. That's an African. That's not you. You stole this land, like we did. Like, you stole it. Now, own up. Stop being liars. I was just if we could just own up and get over it, and then bring love to the world, it'd be so much better. Then everyone's no. Just bring love to the world. Just take accountability, forgiveness, like that. Like, that's why I love That's what he's doing, bringing love. He wants to, yeah, look, I'm not hating you, but this is our country and that's how it's going to be. And I'm like, that's how it should be. You know? It's going to be a hot Australian summer. Thank God I'm not in SA or WA or the middle of Australia. So I think Queensland's more tropical. It's called the tropical state. It gets like muggy, real muggy in summer. So you sweat. And it's like it's like kind of muggy heat. But the thing is, most of the time in the afternoon you get thunderstorms and it cools everything down. So that's one good thing about Queensland. It gets hot in the day, but in the afternoon it's like, we get heaps of rain up here. It's one thing we don't like. They were, rain. Like, what do they call it? Water restrictions. We haven't had water restrictions in Queensland since I can remember. Like, I don't even remember having water restrictions in Queensland. What's a water restriction? And like, we've had floods. Water restriction? No, we have floods. That's all they've been talking about actually for a long time. Is how can we get water from Queensland to the south of the continent, because it rains all the time here in Queensland and Northern Territory. They get the wet season, but it's in the middle of nowhere, so nothing grows. Like, you look at it and you're going, nothing grows. It's too hot. But where Queensland is the perfect state. Perfect state. Like, this is where most of our good fruit grows. It's Queensland. Yeah, bananas, apples, oranges, mangoes, all in Queensland. Like, you get other states, but the best stuff, Queensland. It's known as the tropical state for a reason. Yeah, we got forests, deserts, bushland, outback. We got everything in Australia. Like, there's no terrain we haven't got. We've got it. Anyway, I think that's about it. Yeah, I live in Brass. We've got a MC forklift license. Very fit. So I'm just not playing games. Be an adult. Be an adult, and everything will be fine. So praise Jesus. Good God bless. Lots of love. Love yous all. Have a good one.